I did hear something that I wanted to comment on from Gary. I think Gary did a couple, if not more, videos on this situation because it showed up. But hey, again, Gary, if y'all don't know, he's a comedian. Yeah, Gary Owens is a comedian. I never seen none of his work, just didn't appeal to me, piqued my interest. But I think he's done some acting as well, movies, shows. Probably he probably had a sitcom. I don't know, but I know he was married to a black woman for a very long time, and they got a divorce. And he talked about that, and he talked about how his children don't want to deal with them, and that was hard. And he had a lot of controversy when he was still with her, and this was shortly before they announced their split. But he used the N-word. So a lot of people came at him for that. And, you can do your own research on that situation.
Cedric the Entertainer, he talked about D.L. Hughley, and good and bad. I'm not just saying this isn't all bad. He talked about Mark Curry, Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley. My name came up. Tiffany Haddish, Wanda Smith. Let me think, am I forgetting? Let me see. He started off with...
I think Gary, I'm going to be honest with y'all, I think Gary is just... He's gatekeeping. Let's be clear. That's the reason why I'm even playing this. He's gatekeeping, and I'm going to point out how he is. But I think at the end of the day, he's just happy that he was mentioned. Because, yes, he has a YouTube channel. I don't know how popular it is. Everybody has a fan base. But, I mean, good. You get everybody eating out this. Like, stop playing. Everybody eating. And most of the people, their fan base is going to stick with them. Let's be clear, y'all. That Cat didn't say anything, honestly, that is going to really deter any of their genuine fans. Except for if they're, dealing with the spiritual or religious walk. And they're like, oh, maybe I thought, but I didn't fully see. And someone on the inside is now pointing it out. I can't unsee it. So I can't continue to support you because you support the lifestyle, even though you should have known that anyway. But, I think Gary's just happy he mentioned his name because really quickly, I think Kat was saying, yeah, Gary went through that too, or something like that. It was like a one-liner with Gary, so.
The thing is, he comes in, guns a-blazing. It's not even like a feeling out portion of the show. Kat just came in and immediately went in on Ricky. It all started with Friday. And as I'm watching it, and here's the thing about Kat. We all got opinions on comedians.
See?
And Kat doesn't...
Now, this is the gatekeeping. Listen to him.
Hold his opinion back. I do. I'll be honest with you. There's some comedians I find funny. Some I find hacky. I just don't feel the need to air it to the masses. I'll keep...
And I'm not a comedian. This is not my situation. We can all, to some degree, some more than others, put ourselves in this same scenario on either side in life, because this is not just exclusive to comedy, right? That's the way the world goes. You rocking this way or you rocking that way, and if you do, you see what goes with that, and if you don't, you see what goes with that. So we can, but I don't think everybody's inserting themselves to a serious degree, because this is somebody else's, this is their situation. We're just observing, and we're also learning, and it does affect us. All of this stuff does, because we grew up with certain viewpoints and understandings of life, and when we see all these things come out revealed, we're like, oh, we didn't really know it was like that, or we didn't see this side of it, or we just thought blah blah blah. I think some of the people that y'all really like and find funny, I don't think that's by your own design. I really don't. But at the end of the day, for Gary to come out here and immediately start comparing what he would do to what Kat is doing, it's like, if this is not your style, and this is just where I'm coming from with it, if it's not your style and it's not what you would do, talk about people unprovoked, then why don't you just not do commentary on it? Yeah? Because what you're doing is giving your opinion, and we can't say it's totally unprovoked, But again, he barely mentioned Gary, and I could be wrong, but I don't recall him really, putting anything out there or talking bad about Gary. So really, Gary could have took a pass, especially with what he's gonna say. Listen, just listen
That to
him.
myself, because I like to be Switzerland in all this. I
Okay.
like to be. Kevin Hart got it with. I remember when Chris Brown and Drake had the beef, right? Later on, they came together, they did a song, did a music video together.
Gatekeeping.
And I remember Kevin was cool with both. Kevin was cool with Chris, and he was cool with Drake. Like, really cool with both. And I was thinking, how's Kevin going to navigate this? Because some people, man, when you got beef, they're like, either you're with me or against me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm more Switzerland. I tend to try to...
So his fan base is white? Because Switzerland, what? The Swiss Alps, okay, they ski, you go back and forth. Swiss Army knife, it has multiple different uses on it. Because I'm not understanding the Switzerland phrase. Are we, everybody who watch Cat and know all these comedians, mainly black people, supposed to know what he mean when he say he more Switzerland? Sir, you was married to a black woman for, how long? Almost 30 years? Come on. You could, Switzerland, okay.
Get along with everybody. You never know.
Yo, and everybody can say what on Cat Williams about him being part of the LGBTQ community, but you never see Cat Williams in a dress.
What?
Not ever. Let's keep it real.
See, I don't
never see Cat
how,
Williams in a dress, even though you wore perms.
I don't see how y'all get into all these specific rumors about these people, unless it's something major, like, what we're discussing, like the little itty bitty rumors here.
Never seen that man in a dress.
Okay, press play, man.
God,
can you press play? Because
what the white said.
Press play.
So work's going to come your way. Somebody might have a project. They're thinking of you. So I kind of keep, if I have anything negative, just out and out negative for no reason, unsolicited, I tend to keep it to myself.
You hear the gatekeeping? Negative, out and out negative, for no reason. Gatekeeping. He's trying to make y'all follow him along. And these are comedians, which are storytellers, which are like salesmen. Because they got to sell you on what they're trying to say to you. They got to sell the joke. You got to line it up just right. You got to bring it home. Say, for instance, the joke that Cat said he always did and the one Cedric did. I did not. Cedric wasn't my taste. I didn't find him funny at all. Now, when we Kings of Comedy and I seen Cedric do that joke, I know y'all love Bernie. Much respect. But Cedric was my favorite one out of the whole people. DL is not my style. Definitely don't like Steve. And, Bernie, he's good what he do now. I think he is one of the greatest. And I love his show now. He funny in the show, but I never got into his stand-up. Maybe because I was younger and his style was a little harsh. I don't know. But for some reason, I could never put my finger on it. But his style of comedy just didn't work for me. Just like Monique. I don't like her. I don't like her. Her whole thing she used to do, I couldn't stand it, Now she want to be Sweetie Honey and all that kind of stuff. Girl, bye. But he's selling y'all on this because he starts off by saying, me, myself, I try to stay neutral, when this and this one had beef, and, I try to figure out how the other person, I stay neutral. So now he's got you set up, okay? You got your mouth ready for some orange juice, but he give you apple juice because he's telling y'all that you got your mind prepared for him to be in the position of, I'm going to stay out of it, I'm going to stay neutral, but that's not what he's doing. What he's doing is gatekeeping. He's starting out with certain words, unprovoked, stuff like that, unnecessary, which is what he's trying to say. Nobody ain't did nothing to Cat. Why is he coming out here talking about them? And, listen to his wordings. He's trying to set y'all up to say Cat is wrong. Ain't nobody did nothing to him. He shouldn't be saying nothing and all that. To me, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to lay it out. It's no different than telling women, oh, why'd you wait so long? You shouldn't have said nothing. That happened a long time ago. To me, I see the same kind of talk here. And I'm hearing it a lot concerning this situation. But nobody went through this but Cat. So you can tell this man he can never speak on it. And I know y'all can say, well, you said the same thing about Trick Daddy. Yeah, come on now. Trick Daddy clearly used this opportunity as a way to get himself trending. And he's gatekeeping at the same time. So yeah, I'm going to point out why you saying something now. Because he's also saying, don't talk about them, keep their name out your mouth. Like, cut it out.
Now, if you talk shit about me, or the Monique situation years ago when she compared Will Packer to Harvey Weinstein, I spoke up on that because Will's my friend. Okay. He's put me in 3 movies.
Okay. So he just sat here and told y'all a lie, and then told you, hey, I'm a liar. He sat here and told y'all he mind his business if he's unprovoked. He mind his business if it don't have nothing to do with it. But he's also telling y'all that somebody else spoke about somebody else that had nothing to do with him, and he proudly spoke up on it. So you're to deem him, oh, that's okay. You're being a hero. You're sticking up for your friend. But Cat, on the other hand, should stick up for himself. Okay. Gatekeeping.
Produced one of my comedy specials, and I was just like, I don't know your beef with Tyler.
Do you hear everything that Cat is telling y'all? She cannot talk about this man if I don't even know who the dude he's talking about is. But if someone else spoke up on him, he's talking about Monique, she must have had a problem with him, right? So she can't say nothing. So you got to come in and try to knock her voice down and tell her to be quiet because he opened gates for you. Come on, let's rock. Everybody out here ain't stupid, y'all.
I don't know your beef with Oprah. That has nothing to do with me. But you spoke on my friend. You compared him to, a sexual predator, and I didn't like it. So I just spoke up. And that was kind of out of character of me. But I'm not going to say I'm never going to speak up.
Now, it's too bad I don't know about this particular situation because he said she referred to him as what? Where did that come from? I don't know. I'm not a fan of Monique's style, her comedy. It's just some things about her. She's just not my cup of tea. I'm going to say that, right? But at the same time, I'm not going to sit up here and assume that this woman was, if she did that, refer to him in that manner if there was something behind it. But you want to silence her. But now you're saying, with your whole spiel here, that Cat shouldn't have anything to say. Okay, cool.
I'm going to stand up for myself if you're talking shit about me. But as far as like just unsolicited going in on people, that's just not me.
Come on, y'all. This here explains itself. Cat is unsolicitedly going in on people. How come he's not standing up for himself? Like you just said. Why are you looking down? Is this his style? Is this his style? The look down the whole time. It's his job. That's what it is.
Cat's different. You ask Cat a question, he's going to give you his answer unfiltered, unsolicited. And it.
All right.
You can.
All right. That's like me pulling up into the neighborhood Home Depot and seeing the guy stand outside. Y'all know, because it's not just a running joke. It's actually true. You can go up there anytime. I know I can. And you can see a bunch of guys out there clearly looking for somebody that wanted, they just bought some stuff. They got a project at home. They're going to hire the person for, some money to do the work, right? And that's like me pulling up to one of them and saying, hey, any one of y'all know how to build a cabinet? And then when they start walking to my car and saying, yeah, I'll do it. I'm like, oh, y'all coming up to me unsolicited. That's exactly what he sound like. You ask him a question and he's responding unsolicited? Yeah, this is the best you could do. boy.
Get mad about it, or you be like, that's really how he feels. But regardless whether you agree or you disagree with what Kat is saying on Shannon Sharp's podcast, you're
Look at how he comes and looks at you in the camera, and now he got his hands up, his elbows on the table, because he really think he's driving this one home. Okay, he really thinks that he is driving, and his fan base might fall for it. That's why y'all need to quit fanning over these people. Golly.
watching. It's getting everybody's attention because people are commenting on it. He went in on Faison, who's my boy. I love Faison. But then Faison started making posts on Instagram that I'm laughing at. So at the same time, I'm looking at Kat going, oh! I'm looking at Faison going, oh! Now, if I see Kat, I'm still going to be cool with Kat. Kat's always been cool with me. He's done some cool things for me in my life. Faison, still going to be cool.
Yeah, you might still be cool with Kat. And this is some of the demeanor that Kat tends to have that I see people commenting on. Okay? This is some of that demeanor. This is where it comes from. Pay attention to the gatekeeping, the backstabbing, and the subtle shade, but still want to smile in your face and act like everything is okay. This is some of why that built up, what y'all call it, attitude and all that is. Because these people fake when they're clearly doing their jobs. He just did all of that to tell y'all Kat is wrong and it's unsolicited. Yet he went on a talk show to talk about his life and career just like everybody else. Shannon Sharp asked him questions just like everybody else. But it was unsolicited. Why is it unsolicited? It's unsolicited because he wasn't in script. It's unsolicited because he didn't give the responses that everybody would like for him to give. How else can an interview be unsolicited? It's impossible. So you come over here and sit me down for a whole interview, and I'm not supposed to give my take and my perception, my experiences and my opinions when you're interviewing me about my life and career. I'm only supposed to say good things or nothing at all. You're not making much sense, Bo.
Faison, that's my boy, and even then I can talk to Kat about Faison.
He should have gone.
See, and I think that's it for Gary. He cut Gary off, and I don't blame him because, we see what it is. Because where is he going with this? Like, he's not happy that Kat has something to say about Faison. Again, just like Monique and the, Will Packer guy, that had nothing to do with you. It would make sense if you hear Gary say what Kat said about him and his response to that. That would make sense. That's solicited. What you're talking about is unsolicited. Nobody asked you about Kevin Hart and Drake and Chris Brown. Nobody asked you about Monique and Will Packer. He's setting y'all up. He's lining y'all up for the joke. And the joke is, I'm gatekeeping and I'm helping manipulate your minds and opinions to see things from the angles that we want you to see it from. That's what this is.